Hello, yes, I hope our colleagues will be back soon from the lunch. But let me just make a beginning by, broadly mentioning that the exploration production challenges, a way forward, is the theme of the session. And our panelists are essentially from the oil and gas sector. So I think we will confine subject to the oil and gas theme, though coal also could have been part of it. But the challenges which lie ahead of us are, of course, basically its costs and the environment. And along with that, having the right personnel and building up that kind of a workforce. The last few years, as I mentioned in the morning, the revolution on the oil and gas front has been shale. The next revolution probably which is waiting for us is gas hydrates. I think these are the future areas for this sector, because the location of some of these deposits could be diverse in different fields, the conventional oil and gas, the shale and gas hydrates. The techniques for extraction vary, and I think the key lies in being able to produce, particularly in view of today's oil prices and gas prices, the commodity at a price where it is commercially possible to market that product. All the deep sea oil is becoming a challenge as a cost, and the same is the case with gas. Gas hydrates offer a great opportunity, but then again, it is an area which is not yet crystal clear as to what would be the actual commercial viability of these projects. The reserves, how to tap them, the techniques are going to be entirely different. Alongside this is the controversy surrounding the environmental concerns which came up in recent years essentially on account of the shale issue in the US. And there are strong lobbies that are working against such operations. It's not only confined to the oil sector, also coal, power, etc. So wisdom would lie in executing a program for exploration and production which keeps in view the cost element, the marketability element, and also environmental considerations. Because the penalties arising out of oil spills or any disaster can cause a huge financial setback to the companies which are in ownership of the project. You also have the issues of some natural habitats in the sea, which we've seen in recent years. And what comes to my mind particularly is the Australian gas projects. They have held back projects for long. Yes, there could also be some damage to those natural formations. So the work of a petroleum engineer or a gas engineer has become manifold to integrate some of these issues, be a finance man besides being a technical man, and also be an environmental manager, to be able to sustain himself in the business and take a holistic view. We have the privilege of having a very distinguished presence in our midst of Dr. Rashid Aleem. He is chairman of the Sharjah Electricity and Water Authority. We had the privilege of listening to him in the morning and honoring him. And he has some very definite views on sustainability. So we will begin the subject by asking Dr. Rashid to give his views, particularly related to sustainability. Then Mr. Sudhir Vasudeva, hardcore petroleum engineer, worked as chairman and managing director of the country's largest oil and gas producing company, followed by Mr. Rakesh Kumar Vij, who is the asset manager of ONGC at Jorhat. He's the hands-on man working actually in the field. I now request Dr. Rashid Aleem to kindly give his presentation. Thank you.